Welcome back to Finn vs. History. I'm joined by Horatio Gould.
I'm walking here.
I'm podcasting here.
Yeah.
Say hello to my little friend. That's what you say when you take your trousers down.
Say hello to my normal friend. Say hello to my slightly below average
Say hello to
friend.
my slightly below average friend.
Doesn't really work as well.
Doesn't really work yet. Say hello to my friend who's he's tall. That's probably he's tall. My tall friend.
Do you like Mafia films?
You love Mafia films.
Which ones do you like?
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas, yeah.
Godfather.
There's Mean Streets.
What is it called? Blue Streak? That's not really Mafia.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, Mickey Blue Eyes. That's a great film.
I haven't seen that.
Haven't you seen it? Mickey
What's that?
Mickey Blue. Hugh Grant in a Mafia film.
Oh,
in
really?
The 90s. Yeah.
Gangs of New York's not really... That's actually... Gangs of New York is when the Irish people who established themselves
Mickey
attacking
Blue
the
Eyes is a lot
Italians.
of fun. Great film. 5.9 on IMDb. Get fucked. That was a fun
It looks
film.
dreadful.
No, it's good.
Say hello to my little friend.
I'm Don. I'm the Don.
Yeah, it's
You come to me on the... sorry, it's my daughter's wedding. And you've just come to me on the day. So.
Rory Stewart.
It's Hugh Grant on the day.
I think your Hugh Grant is quite Rory Stewart.
Well, no,
Alistair.
well, Alistair, you've actually come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding. So
The thing about Mafia is really
I can't quite get the
really fascinating, the Mafia.
words out.
Alistair Campbell is he's really kind of like...
I mean, he looks like a dad. His iPad dad.
Yeah,
like
he
his glasses like this.
Yeah, he's almost like he needs a Hawking pillow at some point. I see the clips of the racist politics, and Campbell's just like this. Roy Stewart, yeah, really,
Rory's
really
very
interesting.
awake.
Yeah, and Campbell's just gonna. Anyway, sorry, we're talking about the Mafia. This is part 2. It's quite a sloppy opening from us. We are in America. In our last episode, we were in Sicily.
I believe in America.
The shit streak on the porcelain of the toilet of Italy.
Right. Yeah.
And now the poo has floated across the ocean to the eastern seaboard, and we are in New York.
New York.
So what we learned in the last episode, so Mussolini had smashed the fascists had smashed the organised crime.
We're going to smash the gangs.
We've smashed the fascists. No, we're the fascists. We've smashed the gangs. And there was a burgeoning scene of wops, spics, and dagos.
Yeah, burgeoning scene implies a sort of music. Like it's like Greenwich Village in the 60s.
Yeah.
But instead it's people fucking chucking fat wops off of buildings.
Chucking a fat wop off a building. Wop is such a great word.
It is.
Why don't we bring it back?
Wop.
Wop.
Bada bing.
Bada boom. Yeah, because wop it. I would make a racist bop it called wop it.
Yeah.
Spick
You
it.
greasy guinea.
Dago. Guinea.
Oh, right.
Wop it.
Well, just with all slurs, it's pretty good.
Yeah. No, not wap. Not wet ass pussy.
Yeah.
Wop.
Wet horrible pussy.
Wet horrible. Wet horrible.
That's some wet horrible pussy.
Yeah, that's what wop means now. That's a British cover version.
Some wet horrible pussy. Yeah, like what that is a closeted gay geezer from the East End. Oh, get that wet horrible pussy away from me.
Oh, disgusting. Wet. I love the idea.
Horrible.
I love the idea that someone hating pussy because it's wet. Oh,
Give me a lovely dry cock.
Dry ass, please.
Horrible.
I want a dry sandy bum, not some wet horrible puss. Anyway, that's sorry. We're not talking about wet horrible pussy. We're talking about
Or it
wops.
sounds like something in an East End cav. Yeah, can I have hash browns, baked beans, and I'll have a wet horrible pussy, please, thank you. Lovely. Yeah, a bit of brown sauce. Yeah, lovely.
Yeah. Spick on the side, please.
Oh yeah, can we get a couple of wops for the table?
Yeah. Side portion of Dago. Yeah, we're talking about the Italian invasion of America in the 20th century.
So this is Ellis Island. I think this has been covered by cinema quite a lot, right?
Yeah.
So this is when there was a big call for immigration. Right?
Yeah.
Why was that? Do you know?
Because the Irish had arrived. They've gone, we fucked this up. They're drinking everything. Yeah. We need some new people.
Yeah.
And then the Italians are on the boat. And
this is like the golden age of immigration in a way. It's the most it's glorified, maybe?
Something like in between 1890 and 1910 or 20, New York, 4 million Italians arrive in New York.
So it's start the boats. It's the ultimate start the boats,
Yeah,
right?
but as they go past the Statue of Liberty,
It's the
Italian
symbol.
men are trying to grope her tits. Oh, my mama, oh, hey, me got my mum.
Yeah.
They're sexually harassing the Statue of Liberty as they arrive.
Well, what happens is they see the arse first and they're trying to grab it, and then when it comes round, they see the face and they think it's the mama.
Yeah.
So it's
Mama,
like it's the two sides.
Yeah.
Oh look, cheeky. Oh mama.
And then they're slapping each other for going, how dare you?
Oh my God, pig
mamma
whore, the
mia.
pig dog.
Pig dog, pig cow.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah.
Letting 4 million.
Like 4 million eye ties into a Protestant city. And, well, I mean, New York's never been the same since.
No, it's been downhill.
It's going downhill. What's that, Charlie?
Just a really striking pig.
That is a striking
It's
pig.
striking. There's a dark charisma to that pig.
Prosciutto warning. My God, that pig's eyes. That's got the most gorgeous eyes I've ever seen.
Well, there's a sadness there.
Is that a pig who knows what prosciutto is? Wow.
Fucking hell, that's a pig who.
I didn't know they could look like that.
That's an amazing pig.
God, I would love some salami.
I really do like some
Yeah.
prosciutto. I saw a video the other day of Italian old people making prosciutto from scratch. Amazing.
Incredible.
Just fucking it.
Now, would you agree, as a man who loves food, would you agree that though Italian cuisine's great, would you
Yes.
say? Probably
Yeah.
the best in Europe, would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say so. I do think the Italian sandwich is overrated. What do you think?
No.
No? You're not following me there?
Wash your mouth out and kiss your mother with it.
Oh, mamma mia, please, give me a kissy.
Yeah.
No, I think that the bread's too thick and the fillings, it's too thin. It's like thin ham, wet cheese with a huge amount of bread.
Yeah, but when you open a sandwich up, that Italian sandwich, that is a wet, horrible pussy.
Yeah, I just think that they're always commenting on how Americans don't do it right, but I think Americans know how to make a sandwich far better than Italians. I think they're actually a bit stuck up
What
their
I
own
do
arse.
think they need a lot of the deli meats to catch them, so they're not overwhelmed by the flavour of like pickles and stuff.
Yeah.
So you need a whole fucking pack of
I just think
ham.
they're quite up. They think that they make the best sandwiches, and I actually think if you took away from the Italianness of it,
Our
it's
meatball
like, this is-
marinara, that's pretty good.
but is that Italian? That's probably an American
Well,
twist.
Americans reinvent,
Yeah.
like the hamburger is German, if you want to be a dick about it.
Oh, we're not going to be a dick about
No,
it.
we're not. It's American. All that stuff. Yeah, no, I like an Italian. I know what you mean in that they can
I think
quite
it's
often-
overrated. And people, I think you say, people start thinking about it, it's like, oh yeah, I guess this isn't that great. It's just a fuckload of bread
I think I
with
prefer,
a tiny thin
I
bit of
prefer
ham.
just cold cuts on the plate.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Or you have ciabatta, dip it in oil.
Yeah.
I think it's the wrong way to serve Italian
Dip
food.
it in Nonna's pum. and
Yeah. Some wet, horrible puss.
Wet, horrible Nonna's pum. So, whop it. Spick it. Dago. I don't know what they could be. I've racist bop it. Whop it. I'm into it. Whop is a great word. Let's bring it back.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Make America great again.
Make America. Make Wops acceptable again. Now, we start in New Orleans. The Black Hand.
Right.
So there's a gang called the Black Hand who come up with this tactic called the Black Hand tactics.
Right.
Form of extortion. They send threatening letters demanding money with punishments like violence, arson, or kidnapping for non-payment.
So it's sort of like the license fee if it wasn't
Yes,
woke.
they are the Black Hand. Yeah, the Black Hand of Keir Starmer's Black Hand is telling me to pay my license fee. Telling me to even just tell them that I'm not watching. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Go and catch an actual criminal.
Yeah.
Not to sound like a 50-year-old man from the Cotswolds, but,
Part of me is like, I think just enforce it more. I think they're just...
Yeah.
I got 15 letters. And it's
What
like,
if-
no one's... They say, we're coming round. You've never
You're
come
not.
round.
You're fucking
You're
not, mate.
Come round. I think you should come round and actually batter your door in and get people to pay their license fee. But you can't be this weak hand. Like, with BBC, we're about this big collective. It's like, you got to have some fucking...
Yeah,
They got to have some muscle.
Because this is Black Hand. Starmer's got like a beetle hand.
What is very funny is all TV license letters, they're all addressed from Romford.
Yeah.
So I think they're trying to make it seem like there's a
We're
hard
hard.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
they've based in Romford.
Fuck
'cause
off.
the imagery.
Yeah.
No, it's some fucking nerd. There's one nerd in a cardigan who's sending out all these
Great.
letters.
Are you watching BBC? Are you listening to the radio?
And also they turn up, you watch BBC, you go, no, it's blasting on.
Yeah.
What's that? I don't know. It's
Can
not mine.
Can I have a warrant? Show me a warrant, please.
Oh, fuck. We should have thought of this.
Anyway, the Black Hand letters are often decorated with symbols like a smoking gun or a bloody
Decorated?
hand. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Now, in 1880, in Sicily, an English clergyman was kidnapped by a bandit called Leone. Authorities delay, so they asked for a ransom, I presume.
Yeah, so Leone Lewis.
Not Leone Lewis. Although I
Keep
guess
bleeding.
he does keep bleeding because they
bleeding
cut
out
off,
my ears.
They cut off his ears, so I guess he does keep bleeding.
Yeah.
He cuts off one ear, and then negotiations drag on, so he cuts off the other ear. And now the British pay the clergyman who has no ears gets released. How does he hear? It doesn't work, that joke. How does he smell? No, his ears can be cut off. He can smell fine. Anyway, the British forced the Italian government to send troops after Leone, who gets killed along with most of his gang. But one survivor, Giuseppe Esposito.
Delicious.
Esposito escapes
Giuseppe
to New Orleans. Now, New Orleans, he starts extorting Italian shopkeepers and restaurant owners.
Aw. So
and
a lot of Mamma Mias.
Oh, a lot of Mamma Mias.
Yeah.
A lot of Mama Papas.
Yeah.
Mama Papa. Oh, fuck, no, I can't say that. A lot of Mama and Papa.
Papa Mias.
A lot of Mama and Papa Mia. Is Papa Mia a phrase? Can I be a
I
Papa
don't
Mia?
think so. I don't know.
Papa Mia.
Oh, Papa Mia.
Mamma Mia. Oh, Papa Mia. Oh, anyway, he sort of.
Anyway,
That's my musical version.
Yeah.
Papa Mia. Set on a gay cruise.
what you got? Like you don't know which. Yeah, what would the version of that?
I've not seen Mamma Mia. I'm straight. I'm straight, so I've got no idea what it is. I know there's a video of Pierce Brosnan singing.
Right.
That's funny, supposedly, but I won't watch it because I don't want to see James Bond in a musical. I don't want to
You're
see
worried
it.
you might turn gay if you watch
Yeah.
it. James Bond in
If I
musical.
watch Pierce Brosnan singing, I will turn gay.
Yeah.
And then I'll write a musical called Papa Mia. We're just out on a gay cruise.
God, he was a fucking smoke show. But young Brosnan.
Oh, young Brosnan.
Absolute smoke show.
Even old Brosnan, to be fair.
Yeah.
He could pull it off.
Yeah.
Daniel Craig's gone a bit weird.
Yeah.
He dresses a bit weird for a Bond fan. You're like,
Yeah.
Daniel, can you stop ruining Bond by dressing in a fucking V-neck?
Yeah. He's
Like a
going
V-neck
like very
vest.
like kind of like clown schooly,
Yeah.
alt comic sort
I
of
don't
vibe.
like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it. He's still.
It feels like he was like Bond was holding him back almost. It feels like for him, it was like, I'm so glad I can finally be myself now.
Oh, no, you shouldn't be yourself. Put a tux back on. Anyway, Giuseppe Esposito begins extorting Mamma Mia and Papa Mia and makes them invest in small boats. He forms a gang called the Black Hand, and he clashes with another Italian involved in protection, Tony Labruzzo, who informs on him. So the police arrest Esposito. He gets deported to Palermo and given a life sentence.
Brothers
However,
David and Mike Hennessy, because a lot of the racial tensions, the Irish had arrived and they'd gone into politics
Yeah.
and police. So
Yeah.
a lot of the more legitimate sides of the American, dream.
Yeah.
And then Germans had arrived and they'd gone into business. So it's sort of like Italians who'd arrived last. It was like, what was left?
Restaurants.
Drop kicking a fat guy off a building.
Yeah.
Wobbling a wop.
Wobbling a wop. Wobble wop. The new game. It's like swing ball, but with a fat Italian man. Labruzzo, with the informant, he gets assassinated before Esposito's trial.
Yep.
And then two brothers, Charles and Tony Matranga, take
Yep.
over the Black Hand. So they had a monopoly on fruit ship unloading. That's not the... that's not when the gay club in Soho spill out. Those fruit ships are being unloaded. They attack grocery stores and the violence breaks out. Basically, the Black Hand gets so bad that newspaper ads call citizens to a mass meeting in March 1891. Guns are distributed. A mob storms the New Orleans jail and lynches 11 out of 17 Italians.
Fuck.
So 9 men are shot or clubbed to death inside the prison. 2 victims are hauled outside the prison, hanged from a lamppost and a tree. One was reportedly hanged 4 times. I guess that's how fat he was.
But did it sort of work?
What do you mean work?
I mean, mafia activity in New Orleans went down after this.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so,
They
Tough.
quieted down until 1907. So
Yeah.
you're at 10 years of peace. But yeah, they basically... I didn't realise that New Orleans was such a hotbed of Italian lynching. Italians must be the only Europeans to have been lynched in America. Can you Google that, Charlie?
was then Irish? Do they get any?
Were the Irish ever hanging from lampposts?
The
Having
blacks
been
though?
put there by someone else, not because they just got too drunk.
Yeah.
The Irish were lynched in America.
Were the British lynched in America?
Never. Surely.
Seems like, well, yeah.
British individuals were lynched in America in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Wow.
Okay, well, it seems like everyone's getting lynched,
That's
so
an
it doesn't
absolute, that's an
really.
absolute disgrace, though. Lynching a Brit in America.
It's just a public murder, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's not like a method. It's
Yeah, it's just a public murder, mate. It's just a bit of fun. It's just hanging, it's decorating a Christmas tree and everyone chill out.
It's an
That's
ancient tradition.
That's what I do. I lynch my Christmas tree every year. I don't hang tinsel, I lynch it. Anyway, come on.
enough about lynching.
So New Orleans, a hotbed of anti-Italian sentiment because of the Black Hand, had been involved. At some point, a grocer, Italian-American grocer, his son was kidnapped, an 8-year-old son, held for $6,000 ransom.
Which is a lot, I imagine, at the time.
Yeah, and then his body was discovered in June 1907, having been beheaded, which does strike the question, how annoying was this boy that they went, fuck it, I don't want $6,000. I'm going to chop his head off.
Yeah.
But this stirs New Orleans intensely.
But it's interesting, Mafia still has that romance to it.
Yeah.
It's just, I guess it's the
they
still
beheaded
like
an 8-year-old.
It's the cinematic.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's their weird code of conduct and the culture that just makes it seem fucking cool.
It's very toxic.
Yeah. Yeah, it's problematic.
If you're beheading an 8-year-old, I think at one point you go, am I hanging out with the wrong friends?
Yeah.
But 13 years after this, Prohibition begins. President Calvin Coolidge, probably one of the best named presidents there's ever been.
Yeah, that's a good name.
He enacts Prohibition on January...
that's a good comedian's name,
Calvin Coolidge. Yeah. January 17th, 1920. Now, obviously, everyone carries on drinking because it's the biggest dry January ever.
Yeah, of course.
And it's fucking mad policy to get. But as I've said before, this is a sort of power struggle between Protestant America and the Catholic W.O.Ps that had taken over the Eastern Seaboard.
Lock it up, let it all hang out.
Yeah.
A battle as ancient as time.
Yeah.
As ancient as time.
The whole of history can be framed as Catholic v Protestant, really.
Yeah. In more ways than one.
So there are obviously loopholes for religious alcohol, medicine.
W.O.P holes.
W.O.P holes, sorry to give them a proper name. Ordinary citizens carry on drinking, which empowers rum runners. Again, it's a lovely name for a slur, that.
Yeah.
I think you were a bit of a rum runner.
Yeah, that does sound... Yeah, there's something going on there.
Charlie runs rum across the border.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. So almost immediately crime surges. An hour after Prohibition begins, armed men in Chicago steal large quantities of whiskey destined for medicinal use.
Now, what's medicinal use of whiskey?
Well, I had it rubbed on my gums as a child to stop me crying by my Presbyterian grandfather.
Yeah. I guess so. But it doesn't
Shut
seem
that kid up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a classic thing, but surely there's not crates and crates of whiskey just for that.
Well, I guess so.
Yeah. I don't really understand what medicinal use it could possibly...
Well, they're probably knocking people out, aren't they? It's anaesthetic in the old days. Just getting absolutely fucked.
Yeah.
I'd hate to be operated on really drunk. Really, really drunk.
Why more so than...
Well, what, than now?
Yeah. Oh, you mean as opposed to having any sort of like...
Anaesthetic.
Yes.
Just pissed.
Be awful.
Horrible.
Be so horrible.
I want a kebab, not have my leg cut off.
Well, you probably think your leg was a kebab. Imagine being like that, so drunk when you're dizzy.
Yeah.
So there's lots of... I mean, the one thing that the New York Mafia do much better than Sicilians is the nicknames.
Yes.
Everyone's got fucking stupid names. Big Jim, Big Bill, Lucky Luciano's the big one. That's the big guy.
He's the big guy.
But basically, Prohibition, I think something like $4 billion gets put into the black market in 13 years. Because never has a policy been so wildly out of step with people.
Yeah, I actually don't know much about Prohibition. We'll do a whole series on it, but
but essentially,
what was the night out that led to Prohibition? Like, what was because it's always like sometimes I'm never drinking again. But what was that for the whole nation?
Well, a lot of it is that women can't vote,
right,
and that their husbands are drinking all the time to get through how horrible their job is,
right,
and they come home and they hit them. And I think I've said this before, but legally, that wasn't... Domestic violence didn't exist.
Sure.
So you could hit... It's like hitting your
swing
fridge.
ball.
It's like hitting your fridge.
Yeah.
So, a man could hit his wife just the same way he could punch a wall.
Sure.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So
it's just going down to the net.
Yeah.
Driving range.
Yeah. Yeah, it's before driving ranges. So there's domestic driving range where you play 18 holes on your wife. Anyway... So the temperance movement is largely Protestant women who are also threatened. It's the first Karens.
What are they threatened by?
They're threatened by their husband who's brought
a drunk husband smacking them every night.
The drug husband bringing a 4-iron into the wedding room, into their bedroom. It'd be funny to have a domestic abuse caddy. A little guy in a bib who's like
4-iron.
Who's just looking at his wife sleeping and 3 wood. I reckon do some real damage with 3 wood.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's the original Karens. It's the original white women. White women are threatened by South European immigration. People who drink.
They nagged Prohibition in.
Yeah, it's women stopping the boys from having a good time
Right.
for 13 years.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then it ends as Hitler comes to power. I don't think that's a coincidence.
Right.
Everyone's
They'll all hang out.
Fuck me, let's have a drink.
Right.
What's this guy doing?
Sure.
Anyway, Al Capone doesn't really... I mean, he's like the big star of Prohibition, but he's known as Scarface because he gets slashed in the face. But
We might do him on a different episode.
Yeah, but he's not actually that interesting a guy.
Yeah, he's upheld as such a mythic figure.
But he was the only one who actually talked to the press. He tried to become front and centre like the...
And it's because they couldn't catch him. That was the whole thing. And that's part of the weird thing about the American legal system is like, with someone who's so clearly a mafia boss, but if you've got nothing on them, they could just be your local crime
Well, I think
boss.
they had stuff on him, but he was paying them all off as well.
Right.
So he supposedly orchestrates the Valentine's Day Massacre in 1929, but there's actually no evidence. Do you know what? We haven't placed any of this, and people are going to be absolutely livid.
What date?
Should we place Prohibition coming in? Because that's kind of the height of the mafia in America.
Okay.
So that's the 1920s.
Right,
So 1920 it comes in, Prohibition.
Right. So
January,
do it with Italian foods.
Italian foods. Okay. So that is after puttanesca, after Horish pasta, I believe.
Yeah, and before carbonara.
Exists as far back as the 19th century, and it is before. I'm going to say it's before what the Sicilian little cakey thing's called.
Cannolis. No,
You're
9th and 11th
joking.
It's
You're absolutely joking.
No, it's
The
cannolis.
9th century.
I mean, it's not the
Arabs.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not the most complicated thing, is it? It's cream and a bit of pastry.
Arabs are doing that. That's an Arab delicacy. Christ.
Fin on 9/11. Arabs doing that.
What? That was Arabs.
Doing that.
What? That's an Arab delicacy, is
Okay,
it?
to place it, what do you say? So it's after the puttanesca, it's before carbonara.
When's carbonara?
Carbonara was made by the US GI Joes.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
It's before the Americano.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, you're right.
1944.
Really?
Yeah,
Italian
so it's
cook
actually,
combined
and
American...
it makes sense, carbonara being an American.
Well, it's bacon and eggs, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just fucking. Oh, do you mean pasta that's made of eggs? How about you put another egg in there?
Yeah.
It's just pasta covered in pasta, really.
Well, it's British. It's a fry up, but it's pasta.
Yeah.
Carbonara.
God, I'd murder a carbonara.
But that.
So fucking
But that's
good.
what. Do you know? I just think it makes sense that Italians invented fascism if you put cream in a carbonara and see how they react.
Yeah.
Like, it makes sense.
Right.
Have you seen the guy?
Cuisine fascist.
They
for
are.
sure.
They are tablecloth fascists.
Yeah.
Have you seen the guy who trolls Italians in Italy by eating it wrong?
Right.
Oh, it's so funny, Charlie. Get YouTube video of the or it's the shorts or whatever. Guy who chops spaghetti with scissors.
Right.
He downs a pizza with ketchup,
Right.
and he records all the reactions of the waiters. It's so fucking good. So if you're listening, a guy is chopping spaghetti with scissors in a restaurant.
And far away in the
kitchen staff are running, and they're confiscating the scissors, and they're kicking him out. They kick him out of the restaurant. And he's asking for his scissors back, and the kitchen staff are screaming at him.
Yeah.
There's one where he puts ketchup on a pizza, and very funny.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that the Italians invent fascism,
Right, yes, yeah.
given how much they go on about their food. So the Valentine's Day Massacre is supposedly Capone eliminates an entire rival gang by they all pretend to be police and they get in a garage and then they shoot them all.
Yep.
But it's not really to do with the Mafia, which is particularly Sicilians.
Yes.
In Italy.
And they have that's why in The Godfather they have strict rules and only Sicilians can be part of the gang.
You can only be a made man if you're 100% Italian.
Yeah.
If you're a bit
Sicilian.
Sicilian maybe.
I think it might only be Sicilian.
The old country,
Exactly.
as they say.
Yeah.
So the Sicilians get access to New York City's docks. So they manage importation and distribution.
Which is very important during Prohibition because that's where all the imports of alcohol from Europe come from.
Yeah. They basically infiltrate trade unions and then they can organise strikes as a threat.
Yeah.
Well,
that's where the Teamsters and because there's all the different forms of the Mafia, which are all covered by different films. And then The Irishman, that's about the Mafia through the Teamsters, which is a union, right?
Right.
So there's a lot of mix between the Mafia and the unions. Do you know what a Teamster is?
No.
What's a team? I think a Teamster is like a transport union or something.
It's a lorry driver.
Yeah, so it's the Teamsters union.
Or it's a driver of a team of animals. It's an Italian lorry driver.
Yeah.
Fine, right.
Yeah. But yeah, that had a lot of Mafia links. Have you seen The Irishman?
No. Too long.
Right, fair enough.
and CGI.
Yeah, they did some weird stuff to De Niro's face.
I mean,
didn't
it's funny that they spent like so much money on it, like 200 million for that technology, which I feel if they'd waited 2 years would have been so much easier.
Just get a different actor.
Yeah. I know, and it's funny, he's playing a 20-year-old, but he's got the posture of an 80-year-old man.
Yeah.
So there's like him, he's CGI'd, and there's one scene where he chucks his gun off, and it's so clearly an old bloke.
Yeah.
This 22-year-old. Like.
But it's also, surely there are like Robert De Niro lookalikes who have their whole life.
Yeah, but I mean, these are long sections of a 4-hour film. You can't just can't have a Robert De Niro lookalike and just hope
Robert
that
De Niro.
Robert De Niro.
That's good.
That's pretty good. So they infiltrate the trade unions, and they employers counter with strike breakers or hired goons to intimidate workers. But basically, gangs are essential to both sides of the union strategy.
Something I'm envious of. I would love goons.
Yes, I like some
that's
goons.
not like sort of two-dimensional
Heavies.
thugs,
Yeah.
who don't really have any sort of character development.
Gooning is a sexual slang
not
term that
gooning.
refers to the act of
I
masturbation.
don't know if you know what gooning is, right?
What do you mean you know what gooning is?
Yeah, of course you do.
Father of two.
You're a gooner.
Yeah,
If
come
I'm
on.
masturbating, it's very quickly into the sink and then I'm back out.
Well, you've got an alter ego when you masturbate now. So Charlie, because he has to get past Keir Starmer's draconian measures.
Yeah.
You have, what's your email called that you use?
lemononsticks@gmail.com.
So does it kind of abstain you from the shame? Because
It just means that there's
it's
no
only
way.
only Lemon on Sticks is the one masturbating. Is it?
There's
Are
no
you doing
name.
sort of Severance, but with masturbation?
I've not seen. I've seen the Polar Express.
But you know, you know the concept of severance,
no.
where you're two different people, one's at work, one's at home, and you sever completely.
I guess
you could do
so.
that with masturbation, where you only re-sever when it. So one guy, his
Yeah, it's
entire
my
life,
porn alter ego.
One guy's whole life is only masturbating. That's the
What,
only.
so you're
part-
waking up going, bloody hell, that guy's a fucking pervert.
The one guy is just non-stop. It's
Yeah.
literally he's never not wanking.
Well, part of the issue of this podcast is that I think you've left your other half, who's not a wanking sex pest, at home.
What gooning is, so Charlie, you can't see it at home, but Charlie's got 3 different screens in front of him.
And he's bussing.
That's what gooning is when you have multiple screens.
Oh,
and you're
like
sort
security guard,
NASA control center, you're porn maxing, right?
porn maxing.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, it's for the brain rotted generation where you can't, one video, you can't have it. So you just got them all over the place.
God.
Maybe VR headset
Surround
as
sound.
well. Yeah,
God.
Dolby sound system.
What, like in the Matrix, and the thousands of screens? Oh, what, the THX? But it's... And that's how you know it's in...
Yeah, 3D glasses.
Yeah. Wow. That must have sounded lovely for the listeners. Noise I just made. I didn't know that. Gooning.
Yeah.
Christ. No, I don't.
learn.
I
You learn a
don't.
lot from us.
I don't think I've ever gooned. I don't think I've ever had more than one porn video playing at the same time.
Oh, it lives, son.
Different generation.
Speaking to you.
I got
Calling you son.
iPad, phone,
Really?
Harry Bow.
Lappy.
Lappy.
He's on his eats.
Multimedia.
He's on his eat sweets while he's masturbating.
I know, it's disgraceful.
Star Mix.
I mean, back in the day, you'd have like GQ, Nuts, Zoo. You'd make yourself a sort of like analog goon
Red
spread.
Tube, Pornhub.
Yeah, I guess that's analog goon spread. Yeah, that's.
That's my autobiography. The analog goon spread.
Or do you think it's in the way that like vinyl became hipster, right?
Right.
Because it was like going back to a more analog age.
Yes.
So there's going to be sort of hipster gooners who are like they're going for his only nudie mags.
Right. Or it's like really, really old school, like artisanal port, like cherubs.
Oh right, okay,
Like-
fair trade.
Yeah. Well, I've always thought that cherubs. I never understood why everyone was so shocked at the whole Catholic pedo thing when their temples are cased in stone naked babies. Do you know what I mean? It's like what? Like
Let's
why is it?
immortalize this boy as his best
Why,
form.
Yeah, it's
This is one child who will never grow old.
yeah, exactly. These are like, it's the same. It's the equivalent of having like a hard drive full of it.
Yeah.
It's having a church just full of babies, and they're like even more tempting because they can fly away.
Let's cover their dicks
They can
up.
fly away from you, or the child
Sure.
you can never touch.
Yeah. You could even have them cross-legged. No.
No,
Get them out.
get it out. I want to see it. And obviously, you're walking in going, Christ, bloody hell! What are all these massive hogs on the roof?
God, I'm surprised there's enough marble to fill that.
Jesus
Fucking hell.
Christ.
How much marble did it cost to fucking give this guy such a big fucking schlong?
God, how old is he? 4? Bloody hell! He's got a naturally big dick for a 4-year-old. That cherub. Anyway, Christ, let's get to Lucky Luciano.
Please.
Lucky Luciano is the guy who basically turns the mafia into what it is today.
Because there's so many fictional characters in mafia films, Don Corleone, but luckily Luciano is the main guy, real life person, right?
Yeah.
He's
Charles
the kind of star of
Luciano,
the story in a way.
Yeah. So he's born in Sicily, and then he emigrates age kind of 7 or 8. And
Like Don Corleone does in the Godfather films.
yeah, Corleone is a town in Sicily. Where,
Which Al Pacino is from.
Really?
Bit of trivia.
So by the time that Luciano is a sort of grown man, Prohibition's underway. So he meets a guy called Meyer Lansky, who is a Jew from Poland.
Don't slag him off.
No, sorry, he's a lovely guy. Originally named Meyer Sushanovsky. I can't begin to say that.
Yeah.
So they move into bootlegging, Lansky and Luciano. And Prohibition in
But it's
New
a
York,
Jewish gang, so these are tough, hard-nosed Jews
Yeah.
and an Italian gang, and they come
unthinkable. Yeah, so there's Irish gangs, there's Jewish gangs, there's
But
Italian gangs.
It's the partnership, the John Lennon and McCartney style partnership between Lansky and Luciano that is the kind of most successful in the sort of constant fighting of all these different racial mafias.
They formed the Young Turks,
Right.
which is the group of. They're the first people to put all your ethnicities aside.
Right.
They're like United Colours of Benetton for crime. We'll have Jews, we'll have Italians.
That's
we'll have,
it.
I think that's it. Is that it? No,
I
there's
think
more.
so.
Irish, Germans.
Dunno, maybe.
Anyway, Prohibition in particular in New York was an absolute farce. By 1922, the city had at least 5,000 speakeasies. By 27, had more than 30,000, which was twice as many drinking establishments before Prohibition.
Right.
Had a massive police force, but they were so corrupt by the money from bootlegging and speakeasies because obviously the police love drinking.
Yeah, of course.
It's like banning donuts.
They're Irish. Most of the police
They're
are
all
Irish.
Yeah. It's like if they ban donuts and then the police are obviously going to just keep it open. So there were basically no major prosecutions. The mayor offered no support for enforcing Prohibition until 1929, 9 years after it was open.
Women are allowed to speak easy, so is that a big change? 'Cause they weren't.
Speak difficult, more like.
Let's tell a story, love.
Christ. No, I don't know who that is. You know her. We met her once for lunch. She's one of my other boring friends. Christ. Yeah, women run speak difficults. And cocktails become popular because women are allowed in.
Yeah.
So that's where we get cocktails from, is this era.
Right. But it's also to mask shitty liquor.
Yes.
Shitty liquor.
And shitty anecdotes by your wife, who was suddenly there now. So they were like, can we just put gin and whiskey in one glass so that I can fast forward whatever the fuck's coming out of her face? I think that's why booze gets harder.
Right.
Is because women start drinking with the men.
Right, yeah.
Anyway.
Because gender laws get softer.
Yes. Now, I'm pretty sure you could plot a graph everywhere in the world. As gender equality increases, strength of alcohol also increases.
Man alone at the bar increases.
Because Saudi Arabia don't drink.
Right.
And gender equality, bad.
Right, interesting.
That cannot be a coincidence. You heard it here first. I've cracked another world theory wide open. That's got to be a thing.
Yeah.
Because where's the most equal place in the world?
Scandinavia.
Probably. Yeah, they're drinking all sorts, aren't they?
Yeah, big boozers up there.
Big boozers. The Finns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
There you go. So the more gender equality there is, the stronger the alcohol.
Yeah.
Anyway, bootleggers are becoming romanticised, and defying the law kind of becomes fashionable for middle class people. I suppose it's a bit like cannabis now.
Yeah.
Cocaine in the 80s, maybe.
Right.
So the mafia essentially is like just got so much money at this point because it's
the black market's never been bigger ever in American history, right?
No,
it's never been more culturally relevant or anything.
And so the mafia expands its operations into unions, construction, gambling, prostitution, and narcotics.
Which in The Godfather, there's that clash between the old and new world. Where Don Corleone, who's come from Sicily, has a lot of respect for old values, doesn't want to go into drugs because it's a dirty business. Yeah. And that was a huge part of the mafia, right? The kind of newer Goodfellas, Sopranos, the New Jersey sort of things. This idea of this kind of loss of traditional values, a lot of the mafia had that weird code of conduct, but they thought drugs was dirty business that they wouldn't get involved with.
Yeah, they shoot someone in the back of the head.
But then the next generation of people born in America, those sort of, so you can see the sort of degradation of the...
Yeah, because it started with lemons.
Yeah.
And now it's cocaine.
Yeah.
So Meyer Lansky devises a plan to unify New York's warring gangs.
Right.
Because the main threat to all the bootlegging comes from these rival gangs who are hijacking trucks and shipments and then invading each other's territories, and it's not organised. And this breaks out into the Castellammarese War,
Made up Italian
which is a
word.
delicious squid pasta.
Calamari. So the Calamari Wars.
The Calamari War of 1929. People are throwing squids at each other.
Yeah.
So these are two dominant Sicilian bosses, Giuseppe Masseria and Salvatore Maranzano. So he's a tomato, and
Yeah, they don't sound scary.
they don't
to you.
sound scary at all. Manzano tomatoes, and then Masseria sounds like
Sheep's cheese.
Mozzarella.
sheep's cheese. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's mozzarella, but it's mozzarella tomato. Ding dong. Now Luciano is one of Masseria's boys, but he gets captured by the tomato cunt.
Maranzano.
Maranzano, and he is suspended by his thumbs, tortured, and slashed across the face, requiring 55 stitches.
Charlie would absolutely love that.
Fuck.
He'd absolutely love
I'm
that.
very squeamish.
Suspended by your thumbs.
What does that mean? Like Jesus? Like
Well,
Italian Jesus?
No, it's more like how you having a nice time? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's like being
Thumbs up.
tickled.
Yeah.
You would want.
Yeah. Who wants to be tortured and slashed across the face 55 times? This guy. So he gets released only after agreeing to arrange Masseria's murder in exchange for switching sides and becoming Maranzano's second in command.
Right.
Right. So what he then does is Masseria, that's Joe Masseria, who was called Joe the Boss Masseria.
Right.
He was the first one to kind of say, I'm like the boss of bosses.
Right.
Capo i capi.
Okay.
Boss of the bosses. He was a fucking sloppy eater, a fat guy who loved food.
Okay.
Right. He's Italian.
Right.
Anyway, Lucky Luciano takes him out for dinner at a restaurant. And he's like stuffing his face with pasta. He's got like tomato sauce all over his face. He's
Carb loading for a race he'll never run.
Yeah. Carb loading for his nap, really. And Luciano goes to the toilet, and then 4 of his goons come inside and gun him down at the table.
Right.
Which is what that scene in The Godfather is.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, right.
Is based
Nice.
off. So Maranzano, he then declares himself capo di tutti capi. A caper salad.
Right.
Caper and onion salad.
Yeah.
He declares himself a starter, and everyone's like, you can't
Oh
do
my
that.
God, the fucking capo di tutti capi.
Oh, it's so delicious.
Oh no, not the
capo
capo di tutti capi. The scariest man in New York. The capo di tutti di frutti luti. The fruity looty, no.
But basically, the big problem that Luciano solves is that people always try and be the boss of the boss.
Right.
They're always like,
There's
I'm
always
the
a bigger
guy.
boss.
I want to be mega boss. So Luciano, about 4 months later, he gets 4 of their men. He hires Jewish men.
Because
be
him and
assassins.
Lansky are collaborating.
So they think that, ironically, that hiring 4 Jewish hitmen will be less suspicious.
Right.
Because at this point, the Jews don't run everything. The Italians run everything.
Yes.
Because at this point, the Italians are the Jews of Europe.
Interesting.
Anyway. Then
Slight leave there.
Yeah. 4 Jewish hitmen enter Maranzano's office posing as tax investigators, and they just shoot him in a cupboard.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Job done. Get in the cupboard, bang. And so Luciano, what he does is he breaks with the tradition of then saying, well, I'm going to be boss of the bosses. He says him and Lansky create the 5 New York families.
Right, which is also in The
to this,
Godfathers.
this lasts to this day. And they
Does
basically,
it?
there are still 5 families in New York.
Are they crime families?
Yeah, now what
This
we
is part of it is like, we know about them. Why do we put them in prison?
No, because what we call them, they wouldn't call that themselves. And it's so decentralized, is that they would just say, we say, oh, you're part of the Genovese crime family. They say, no, I work for Paulie.
Okay.
Because all they know is like their little crew.
Sure.
So like in Goodfellas.
But I don't know how much power do they have? Like, I feel the Mafia's, the influence in New York's minimal now, surely?
Probably. I mean, I don't know.
So you think about who are the crime gangs, even in England, like what the modern equivalent is like Albanian gangs, right? It feels like it's all shifted. Right?
Yeah, it's all sex trafficking. It's all a bit much for me.
A bit much, yeah. Game's gone. It's gone woke.
Come on. 150 years ago, we were importing lemons from Sicily.
Yeah, exactly.
And now we're
there's definitely a lack of class.
now we're importing 11-year-old teenagers from Albania to have sex with. It's definitely gone.
Yeah.
The game has gone.
The crime is lost a touch of class.
Yeah. Anyway, Luciano's great genius is he essentially is like a mafia management consultant in that he restructures the mafia into an organization that stops all the turf wars.
Okay.
Because he says, these are the 5 families, you have that territory.
It gets an Excel spreadsheet.
Basically.
Yeah.
He's the first spreadsheet cunt to get into the mafia. And they make a board of directors called a commission, and they will oversee any like disputes.
Yeah, and they call it or the National Crime Syndicate. Do you think at any point it's like, are we the bad guys sort of thing?
National Crime Syndicate.
You're deciding the name.
But also the enforcement arm.
You're telling on yourself, brother.
The enforcement arm is called Murder Incorporated.
Yeah, I feel like... Yeah.
Murder Inc. Not Monsters Inc. Murder Inc.
It should be more subtle. They should be implying it, right?
Big fat Italian criminals.
Yeah, or like Sleeping with the Fishes Incorporated. Something there's a bit of charm to it, not just fucking Murder Inc.
So they allocated territories in New York. They approved or vetoed murders of other underworld figures. Yep. So they sort of settle gang disputes and they oversee the racketeering and the construction corruption. Yep. And they sort of coordinate nationally with people in Chicago, Al Capone's team, whatever.
And this is also why Italians, apart from Cuomo and the Cuomo brother, it's very hard for Italians to get anywhere in politics.
Still?
I feel like, what would think of it, big Italian politicians?
Well, in America?
Yeah, there's not really been big names who have made it high up in the Senate.
It's true, actually. They're all kind of wasps.
Who's the one who does the Rest is Politics US?
Oh, Scaramucci.
Scaramucci. And even just the name, it's like...
I think he's a crook.
There's just, I think the brand of Italians is permanently smeared by the mafia.
You're right, actually.
Where you don't want them anywhere near politics because you just assume that they're praying their cousins.
Yeah.
If they're called Scarabush, Bada Bing, you can't have a president called fucking Tony Bada Bing Ragatoni.
You can't have a President Bada Bing. No. So Murder Inc. is a criminal organisation roughly between 29 and 41, and it's largely composed of Jewish American and Italian American gangsters. They carry out contract killings. People estimate maybe 1,000 over those 11 years on behalf of the syndicates, different bosses of the 5 families. So they're like a corporate murder for hire business. And the variety, in terms of the methods they use to kill people, ice pick stabbings.
So they're doing a corporate gig.
Yeah.
I'm doing a corporate, getting paid a lot. What are you doing? I'm fucking chopping a guy's head off, putting it in a freezer.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
At least the money's good.
Money's good, I guess.
Tough gig.
They often used common everyday items to avoid carrying weapons.
Right.
So ice picks, strangulation, garroting.
What is a garrote? How do you garrote?
Like
right.
wire around the neck.
Yes. Nice.
It's probably a sex thing. It's probably like gooning.
Can you self-garrote? Auto
garrotic asphyxiation. I guess so.
Yeah.
Meat cleavers.
Yep.
Live burial.
Live.
And
it's live. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Cement shoes is my favourite.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Tying bodies to weights and just plopping them into the
water.
water.
Are you alive when they do that?
They're probably knocked out.
Oh, right.
So luckily Luciano sorts out the mafia.
Right.
He stops the sort of disputes for a long time. But basically, and there's a guy called Arnold Rothstein,
right,
who is as Jewish as he sounds,
right,
and is Jewish by nature as well. He's the money guy, who apparently doesn't drink at all. His only vice is cake. He loves cake.
Okay.
And he's the one that gets the mafia into casinos eventually.
Yes.
And so they all kind of learn business from him.
Right.
So Luciano moves the mafia into narcotics. He also is he loves pimping.
Right.
Pimping ain't easy.
Now, what do you think pimping is? What would you say pimping is?
It's selling
wet horrible pussy.
It's selling wet horrible pussy.
Well, I had a guy who I think a strange comedian who I won't actually name, but he was telling me about his pimping, and he said pimping, how he described it. He's from Atlanta. He said pimping for him was getting women to buy him stuff. Right, that's what they describe as pimping. So you basically you flirt with the girls so much they're so desperate for your dick that they will get you gifts.
That's
and
quite big.
I've never had that.
You have multiple.
I've never had that.
I mean, he was a pathological liar.
You flirt with them so much that they're desperate for your dick.
Yeah,
and they buy you stuff.
So he calls himself a pimp, but what that means is women buy him stuff.
I think it's not even calling himself pimp. I think it's called pimping.
But the reality is so grim.
You're doing a bad thing, but the big fur coat, the little pimp cane, and the little...
Well, again, that's a stereotype. I think there's a lot of people just wearing Kappa tracksuits.
No, I don't think so.
Jeans.
No, I think most of them have big fur coats, and they have this sort of like limp that they affect to just give them a bit more swagger.
Swag.
Yeah.
Anyway, Luciano loves pimping, and he gets imprisoned in 1936 for 50 years because they're trying to send a message because they can't get him and all the other stuff.
Right.
He's staying like the Waldorf Astoria.
Yeah.
He's got big fur coats. He is sort of like dressed up like a pimp. They think that maybe he might have been the richest man of the time, but because it was all undeclared and all cash,
you couldn't spend it easily.
But it's like he was making millions a month, so he was probably a billionaire by the 30s.
Right, so it's like Bonnie Blue.
Yes, yeah. But again, she can't go out at night because she's scared about people shoving acid in her face.
Right.
So it's like, do you know what I mean?
You know,
Is she?
gone.
Yeah, you not watched the documentary?
No. She's scared about people aciding her.
Yeah.
Really?
Heartbroken.
Well, sweet.
That would be a
She posted
disaster.
a pic with Bevo. Do you see that?
They've been shagging.
Have they?
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah, they
it.
have
It's a
done.
bit-
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It's kind of like power couple.
Yeah.
Christ, that's depressing, isn't it? The Clintons of our age, Bevo and Bonnie Blue. Fuck me. Let's all just fucking set it on fire and start again. Bevo and
We
Bonnie
had a
Blue.
TV show, Meet the Bevos.
Oh.
Has he? He's got his mum on fucking porn
Oh my
now.
god, have you seen this?
Yeah, I have. Have we not talked
I
about
think we
this?
talked about
It's
this. Yeah.
crazy.
We must have talked. We
She
have
looks.
talked about it.
She looks 12.
We
don't
can't.
she
But there
looks
is something
12. Come
about
on.
her. There is something about her.
No, there's not. Right. Come on. Now, Luciano gets sent away for a long time. He goes to Sing Sing, which is a notorious prison,
Yeah.
500 miles north of New York.
Right.
And he there engineers the most significant coup of his career,
Right.
where because the US entered the Second World War, suddenly America is explicitly at war with Italy.
Right, of course.
So Italian immigrants are a security risk.
Mm.
And I think there's a ship that maybe is set on fire at the New York docks or something up the Hudson.
Right.
And suddenly everyone's like, oh, this is sabotage, this is
Right.
Nazis. And so the US government, they go to Luciano and they're like, can you basically control the docks because they're all Italians.
Right.
Can you tell them to chill out and
Right,
let
be
us,
on our side,
and
yeah.
give us some spy on the
Okay, yeah.
Italians and the Nazis, whatever, the Axis. So he agrees. Sabotage then stops. And Luciano offers further assistance. He sends messages back to the old country, asks them to help the Americans by providing intelligence on landing sites.
But what's interesting is that obviously Mussolini was very anti-mafia. So,
Yeah.
So,
So again-
like it's like within Italy, it's not necessarily, even though they're both fucking bad guys, they're both chucking people off buildings, but in different styles.
Well, come on.
Sorry.
No, come on. Mussolini founded fascism.
Right.
On the
founding
Mount
father.
Fashmore, he's there
He is there.
with the Führer.
He is there. Who's on Mount Fashmore? Who's on Mount Fashmore?
Mount Fashmore?
Yeah.
My Mount Fashmore.
Yeah.
Mussolini, Hitler, Mugabe,
Yeah.
and
Who's another?
Pinochet.
Pinochet. Right.
Yeah.
That's nice.
If you're a poet, I'm going to electrocute your balls.
Okay. Yeah. That's nice.
Now, 5 months before the Allies invade Sicily, Luciano appeals for release on grounds of services rendered. So he does
What,
eventually.
he invoices?
He basically invoices,
Yeah.
and the expenses are you need to
Yeah.
release. But I think he had a massive like ding dong with one of the legislators called
bing bong.
a bada ding dong. Sorry, with a bada bing bada dong. with a prosecutor called Thomas E. Dewey, and I think he was like the guy that banged him up eventually. You know, there's stories where like a mafia guy is always one step ahead of the prosecutor,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
like Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah, sure.
And eventually Dewey catches Luciano, bangs him up for 50 years. But then after like however many years, Luciano helps the US government prepare for an invasion of Sicily. And then when he gets released, it's the same prosecutor who is now mayor of New York that has to let him out.
Right.
And it's particularly bittersweet because he'd spent all that time banging
Is this
him up.
partly why he's called Lucky Luciano? 'Cause he keeps-
No one knows why it's called that, but he just seemed to be quite lucky.
No one knows.
Well, the
Literally
research
no one.
I did, no one knew.
That's interesting.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
survived a brutal 1929 gangland assassination attempt where his throat was slit.
Right.
Other possible reasons include his reputation for being lucky at gambling.
In 1943, with Operation Husky, this is when the American forces landed in Sicily, obviously, for
Yes.
the
This is the first
Italian invasion.
ever Allied invasion of an Axis thing in the
Of
war.
course, right.
43, so 4 years into the
And
war.
especially from the British perspective, it was much bloodier than is often documented.
Well, this is the interesting thing. So basically, the Mafia and the US government are talking all the time.
Yeah.
And the theory goes that because the US invaded, took the western side of the island
Yeah.
very easily, and then the Brits took the east and had a really tough time.
We had a real tough go.
We had a
at it.
real tough go at
Yeah.
it.
It was a sticky wicket.
Sticky wicket for the Brits. And everyone basically thinks that's because the Americans had a dialogue with the Sicilian mafia.
Yeah, because a lot of American soldiers were Sicilian, and
Yeah.
apparently on their trucks and stuff, they'd have an L flag for Luciano.
Yeah.
So it was like,
and they were going home. They're like, great, we'll take over Sicily and then we can go and kiss our Nonna
give
on the
Nonna
mouth.
a honk.
We can
Yeah.
honk on Nonna's horrible, wet, horrible pussy. Nonna's wet, horrible pussy. Anyway, 10 days.
Anyway,
after honking on their nonna's wet, horrible pussy, just like a nonna used to make.
it's so funny the amount of people who are commenting saying like, "This podcast has really got me through such a tough time." You know, this is such an important.
Yeah,
it's just honking on their nonna's wet, horrible pussy. Man, I needed this.
God,
I'm so glad I found this podcast.
Yeah, people commenting, "Oh, I'm going through a breakup at the moment, and this series really, really." Christ. Anyway. The soldiers, this is where they invent the Americano because they add some water to espresso.
Is it actually? All right, Americano, carbonara, yeah.
Yeah, because before this it was just espresso.
Right, interesting.
And then the Americans didn't have enough to go around, so they would add hot water and they'd make a long
when I hear about that, I always think I would have thought about it earlier. I always think that.
Yeah.
Like, obviously.
Oh, there's not enough. What do we do?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but now there is enough.
Now there's loads.
There's too much coffee, actually. Too much coffee.
Golden age.
Don't talk to me till I've had my morning coffee.
It's the beginning of that, really.
It is.
It's the beginning of coffee memes.
Yeah. Anyway, 10 days after the landing, the Sicilians have gone and honked their nonnas behind. Don Carlo Vicini is made an honorary U.S. Army colonel, known to the troops as General Mafia.
Right.
So the Mafia, having been violently suppressed by Mussolini, now present itself to the Americans as anti-fascist.
Kind of awesome.
Because, to be fair, the Mafia are they only get involved in politics when it's expedient to their ends.
Sure, yeah.
So if it means they're anti-socialist, anti-fascist, whatever they need. So at General Mafia's request, several imprisoned mafiosi are released and they get placed in municipal positions under the Allied administration.
Right, so basically the Mafia is reinstated after World War II.
Because the Americans are clearing these villages in Operation Husky.
And they need someone to
run. And then they
say,
all right, someone, you look after it.
Right.
And then the guy's like, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, brilliant.
And then everyone's like, oh, fuck, it's that guy again.
Yeah.
So that they basically reinstate the Mafia on the island.
Yeah.
So with Mafia assistance, the US took central and western Sicily in 7 days with minimal casualties. Montgomery's British forces up the east coast took 5 weeks and suffered heavy losses. Yeah.
Because we didn't make friends with any Mafia.
No. When the Allies moved to mainland Italy, Vito Genovese emerged as another delicious cut of veal, breadcrumbs, tomato sauce. He emerged as another Mafia liaison. He'd fled to Italy in 1937 to avoid murder charges, became close to Mussolini. He allegedly provides cocaine to Mussolini's son.
What an honour.
And he repositioned himself as the Allies advanced.
Oh, it'd be great to do cocaine with Mussolini's son. Because Mussolini's one thing, but to have imagine the brat that Mussolini was raising.
Fuck
me. On coke.
Yeah. That's like sort of Saudi rich kid.
That's coke.
Yeah. Is that him, Bruno?
Yeah, Mussolini's already coke.
Mussolini is coke.
Yeah, so...
This guy can't be... Yeah. Fuck me, him and the boys. Is that him? Look, scroll. I got to get that get up. Look at that. God, he looks good.
Yeah, that's powerful.
It's the original Black Roll Neck.
Yeah.
It's Dapper Laughs.
Well, I don't think he's apologising for being cancelled.
No, he's not.
Dressing up as Mussolini.
I can't wait to do a series of Mussolini. It's so fucking good.
Yeah.
60% of all the Allied food supplies unloaded in Naples gets diverted to Genovese's corrupt soldiers. The Camorra members, the network around all this, Luciano inherits when he gets deported back to Italy in 1948. So he gets deported after he's released from jail, and he reestablishes the old Mafia networks. And so I think he maybe starts the all the heroin stuff with the Corsicans and the French, the French connection, heroin. But we'll probably have to leave that for another time. There's a lot of...
But we should probably talk about what the Mafia's like now. I mean, the Mafia in southern Italy... Yeah. The Mafia is still a huge part of what goes on there.
We won't be able to go there now.
Yeah.
We've done this.
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely. And the amount of times we've said Porcadillo will be blacklisted.
I mean, my mum was in Sicily recently, and there's this beautiful old theatre that can't program anything, any music acts, anything. Because if they do, the amount of people have to pay off, they would lose all the money immediately. Really? Because just to put something on, the amount of hands they have to do, it means that it literally, you can't do anything. Mad. And there's so many things like that, where it's just that you have to pay off so many people, it just becomes... There's like bridges that are half finished there, obviously.
Really?
So many people are skimming off the top that the money that they're given for the bridge is just that half a
or
bridge.
they're just asleep.
Yeah. Pick your poison. That's an Italian.
They've got to be paid to...
Who's this?
He's the most recent boss of bosses.
Oh, really?
Matteo Messina Denaro.
Nice.
He died in 2023.
R.I.P.
Basically, by the time World War II ends, the Mafia, having been smashed under Mussolini, is fully operational again, controls pretty much all the ports in Sicily, infiltrated politics. So in short, World War II just rebuilt it.
I mean, Gaddafi would say, but real mafia in American government.
Yeah, of course. The
Number
real
one mafia, Ronald Reagan.
Number one terrorist mafia of America. But basically, it's whenever there's a power vacuum, the mafia fill in.
Yeah.
So that's the end of the story. I think we'll have to do a series on like the post-war mafia because that's all fucking crazy and there's car bombs and it's
Maradona in Naples.
Maradona in Naples. We've got to do a series on Maradona.
Of course.
Anyway, thank you very much for listening. If you'd like more, then on our Patreon we will be doing a film club about mafia films. I watched Goodfellas last night. You watched The Godfather.
Yep.
We'll be talking about. They are based on real stuff as well, which is
bloke
great.
films, straight guy films.
Yeah. So bonus episodes for the blokes.
Boner episodes for the blokes.
Boner episodes for the blokes. That's on the Patreon. If not, we will see you next week for a brand new topic.
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci.